I didn't want to spend all of this money on a custom runner because I looked into it and it was not cheap. So I am gonna experiment with cutting this rug. Apparently it can be done, but I've never done it before, so we're gonna figure it out. First, I used my creaser to mark where the rug needed to be cut. Then I marked that crease on the back side of the rug with a permanent marker and used a ruler to make sure that it was straight. I did a ton of research online before this, and almost every article I could find said that you should use either a carpet knife or a utility knife to cut your rug. This was one of the bigger mistakes that I wish I could take back. I don't know if it was the material of the rug because it was a less expensive washable rug or what, but it was so hard to cut through this material. And when I was able to cut through it, it started fraying like crazy. If I could go back in time, I would have just used a sharp pair of scissors. I think that would have been a much easier and better solution for this. If you go with a thicker, more expensive rug, this might be a good option, but in my case, it was not. I ended up using a pair of scissors to cut off all of the frayed edges, and it still looked alright, so that's good at least. All I'm gonna say is learn from my mistakes, people. I did my best to hide the frayed edges underneath the lip of the upper landing, but unfortunately they were still sticking out a little bit. So I used my creaser to very patiently try to push them in as much as I possibly could. You can still see the frayed edge a little bit, however, I think that it kind of looks like the edge of the rug, so it's not super noticeable in my opinion.